Hello, my name is Alex, and I would like you to join me in a visit to the Citadel of the Transylvanian wine. So make yourself comfortable and lend me your ears, please. Cheers. So I will tell you now an ancient story. It is the story of a fabulous kingdom belonging to the Transylvanian princes, defended in the past by a fortress, the last and the biggest fortress in Europe, a fortress of hidden treasures. Attacked and damaged during the ancient times, the fortress awaits today for a prince to come to her rescue, for somebody to give her back the lost glory. The legend says that only the traveler who passes under the 6 gates of the Transylvanian citadel will be able to find the lost keys of the fortress.
Once upon a time, there was a kingdom called Transylvania. Here, the princes, renowned for their bravery and cruelness, built strong fortresses which formed the first defending wave of the Christianity against the Ottoman invasion. The richness of the province and its inhabitants' bravery brought it up into Austro-Hungarian Empire attention. The imperial princes brought here German colonists in order to build fortresses on the foundation of the Romanian cities. The citadel that still withstands nowadays is the Citadel of Wine. Transylvania's fame lies in its well-known vineyards and, thanks to that, these places are known as the land of wine. The secret of these wines lies in the storing place, the cellars of the old medieval cities. The traveler who would want to discover the Transylvania Citadel of Wine should pass through each of its 6 gates. Through the wines kept in here, listening to the story of the old city, he will discover the originality of these places.
We'll try to remake the history of these fortresses through a journey, a tourist guide. We can do it with the help of a little magic hidden in the bottles of wine kept today in the cellars of the ancient fortresses.
The bulwark city, the greatest of this type Vauban in Europe, spreads over an area of 80 hectares and its walls are 12 kilometers in perimeter. This is the entrance gate of the citadel. It was built in the shape of a double arch of triumph. It has 3 entrances supported by 4 piles and 8 pillars. Above the gate lies the equestrian statue of the Austrian Emperor Carol VI, as a victorious fighter against the Ottoman invasion. There are Turkish-bound prisoners at the horses' feet, and right next to them is a collection of trophies. The external side of the gate is decorated with 4 statuary groups, and on the internal side there are 4 statues. They symbolize the 4 virtues: the abundance, the wisdom, the temperance, and the force.
Right here, in the very heart of the fortress, in the strength of this wine, I try to find out the secret of Voivod Mihai, who for the first time succeeded to unify under his royal scepter the 3 Romanian historical counties.
The Prince Michael succeeded to stop the Ottoman invasion without the promised support offered by the great European courts. But when the expected support came as a confirmation of his victory, the jealousy of the Austro-Hungarian princes under his command murdered him without mercy.
The Habsburg princes rebuilt the fortress, but it will never be attacked again, being now under the protective shadow of Voivod Mihai till the end of the time.
In the Orthodox belief lies the Romanian strength to fight destiny. Even if Orthodoxism kept this country far from the medieval European alliances that were bound by the moral endorsement of the Catholic priests, the purity of the Orthodox Christianity could be rediscovered in the hearts of the inhabitants of this country even today. The monastery of Rumets was founded by the monks that belonged to the Eremite order, from which the actual name comes. The Church of Rumets Monastery is one of the oldest pieces of Transylvanian architecture.
So here we are. It is the 3rd day of our journey, and we are here at Citadel de Baltă, a medieval castle established in 1584 by Ștefan cel Mare, Stefan the Great. Nowadays the castle looks exactly the same as in the years 1615, 1624. In 1951, here in this place was established a brewery for champagne. So that is why here at Citadel de Baltă 400,000 bottles of the finest champagne are being kept and prepared, and they are ready for you.
The 4th gate of the wine citadel is the city of Sebeș. This was one of the 7 Germanic colonies that gave Transylvania the name of Siebenbürgen, this being one of the German colonists' center in the region of Flandre, Rhine and Saxonia, so-called Saxon established in Transylvania by the middle of the 12th century. Threatened by the Ottoman expansion, the cities in Transylvania had begun to fortify themselves, the first among them being Sebeș in 1387. Sebeș was between the 14th and the 17th centuries the place where the armies that fought against the Turks gathered. The city of Aiud was raised by the middle of the 5th century on an older fortress foundation made of earth and wood between the 13th and 14th centuries. The defense work was built of river and quarry stones, 10 meters high and 1.2 meters thick, of irregular polygonal shape, being flanked by a tower in each corner. The defense of the towers had been entrusted to the town guild. Each tower carried the name of the guild that took care of the endorsements and repairs. At the end of our tour, we invited to take part in a wine tasting competition organized by the Transylvanian Wine Producers Association. You will discover the quality of the fine wines together with the qualified tasters of the wines. And, being aware of all the arguments, you could carry to Europe the fame of the Transylvanian wines.
So you passed under the 6 gates and you lived the history of the Transylvanian Citadel. The fortress is open for you now, so take the legend with you and share with your friends the Romanian hospitality. Noroc! Cheers!